Welcome back to Getting Her to Say I Do, my video vlog dating journey as I go through this process of dating and singleness and trying to find a spouse and enjoying um, life. We are still on lockdown, still on quarantine, no social gathering, no interaction stuff, and that's very strange because, well, I mean, it's not strange, but it's also like we weren't made to be in isolation. We weren't created to be separate from each other all the times. And also, everyone knows that social media is draining. Um, and the issue with social media is that people take it and try and substitute social media for face on face and face like interaction, like how normal people function and operate. Um, and that's the downside of social media. But now that's you're like forced to do it that way. So that's another video for another time. Today we're gonna talk about bacon. I just went grocery shopping so I could stay in the house for a couple more days and not get out. I was excited because I got to go into town and see other black people. I saw several. It was great, but I was also um, at the terrible store. But also I went to two stores because I wanted to get some stuff, but then I went to the other one, so I would have should have went to first. And they didn't have some stuff, so I had to go and get other stuff. Um, but I went to go get bacon because I eat bacon for breakfast probably every day. And oh, it's so unhealthy. Your arteries gonna be clogged. Cool. And I went to go get bacon and eggs so I could eat breakfast. I could make breakfast. I was running out of bacon. I um I hate the smell of bacon. It stinks. I cannot. I can't stand it. It smells like bacon here right now because I meal prep. I cook it, have it prepared, ready, so I just warm it up in the morning whenever I make my eggs and eat it. So that way I don't have to have clean up bacon grease. But I can't stand the smell. It is so gross. It just ugh, ugh. Um, but I enjoy the way that it tastes. I enjoy it. It's good. It's quick. It's easy. Um, but my problem is I struggle with cooking bacon sometimes because I'm not like the chef. I can hold my own, but I tend to cook stuff a little bit higher than it needs to be cooked because I want it to get done so I can go on and do something else with my life and my time. Not a big fan of sitting in the kitchen cooking. So this is why when I get married, I'm going to enjoy my spouse so much. I did laundry earlier. I'm gonna be so grateful for you whenever you get here and you do all this stuff and I sit up and play video games. Um, that's a joke, just a jokey joke. But I struggle with this because I tend to cook stuff a little bit higher than it needs to be cooked, and I understand that, and I've adjusted and gotten better. But I tend to not burn it, but where it's crunchy. I don't like crunchy bacon. I don't like it chewy, but like that little part, like right in the middle, that perfect bacon. Not where it's super crunchy, but not where it's soggy or like droopy. I like it to be perfect. And I'm very particular about my food. That's a whole nother thing. So I struggle with getting bacon because my thought, like when I'm getting food, like if you look at most of the stuff, the cheap stuff and the expensive stuff is basically the same stuff. But with bacon, it's one of those things that you get what you pay for. And so when I get the cheap bacon, like you stick it on there and it shrivels up and it is nasty. And but when you get the more expensive bacon, like it's more meat than it is fat. It holds it holds pretty well too, so it can sit on there a little bit longer. So I got the wrong bacon today because I guess they were out of the bacon that I wanted or normally get, but the one that I got looked just like it. It was right next to it, or no, they put it in that spot I guess because they were out. And so I got this different kind of bacon. It's a lot thicker. Um, but I noticed it whenever I was like putting it in the thing to fry it. Like these are a lot bigger. There's less in there because there's more whatever, but it's the same weight. So I realized that it was different. But as I was cooking it, like when it normally would have like shriveled up and got all burnt and crispy, it kept its form a lot better. So you get what you pay for. So I'm thinking about my method of choosing bacon, and like the most important thing to me was how expensive is it. But after I spent a little time and failed at this bacon, I realized that I have to be a little bit more intentional with the way that I'm choosing this bacon. I need to look and see how much meat it actually has opposed to fat, what the quality of it is, and it'll tell you like premium thick slice. It'll tell you on it. But women are not like that. So I realized that me looking at a potential spouse or suitor or mate based solely off the way that she looks is not the way to go. It is not gonna work. Because there's thousands, probably millions of very extremely attractive women. That is, I mean, I've seen tons of them. There's no doubt in my mind that there's bunches and bunches of attractive women, but not all of them are for me, and not all of them are I'm going to be compatible with, and not all of them I'm willing to put up with. Just because you're attractive does not mean you get a pass on being a jerk. So I realized that I need to go a little bit more in detail with my search and with my understanding of what I'm looking at. And so this leads me to this person that I am encountering now. She is very attractive, very intelligent, like way beyond me intelligent. Like I like conversation kind of. So I'm having difficulty texting her because we're in this quarantine. So I think that everyone has this idea that, oh, this person is only pursuing me or talking to me because they think the world is going to end Armageddon or whatever. So it's this kind of like this thought or whatever, and so I'm struggling with this conversation and how to sustain a conversation. I'm also getting kind of bored because you're used to someone that just like you talk to them and they just engage you or whatever. But with this person, it's not like that. They're playing hard to get, but they don't know that they're playing hard to get. If that's what, maybe that's just the way this person is. But it's difficult and it's kind of annoying and frustrating. But at the same time, it's extremely attractive because like the pursuit of a woman is the majority of it. Like that's the part that you love. That's the part that you enjoy. Is like pursuing her, getting her to desire you back, or pay attention to you. What is that? So that's kind of half of the journey. But she's extremely attractive, extremely intelligent, and like her personality is dope. So I've been around her enough to know that she has substance, to know that she loves God. Um, but I'm also in this strange spot where I don't know if she's the one. Like, yeah, she's pretty solid. Pretty solid. But is there more out there? Is there better out there? And I think that's the issue with humanity. We're always looking for something greater, something bigger, something better, something more. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have not expressed to her my intention or desire to pursue a relationship with her because I have this thought and idea that, you know, we should be friends first, and then if I really like you to the past the point of being friends, and you really like me past the point of being friends, it'll come natural. It won't be forced. I don't want to meet someone and put the pressure on them or have the pressure of being in a relationship because that it creates pressure and it creates the pressure to perform or to be something, and you try to, oh, I need to look this type of way or be this type of way. No, but if we're just friends, you can be normal and I can see if I really like you or I don't like you. And then whenever I find out if I like you or not, then I can decide if I want to pursue you or if you want to pursue me. But when we're stuck on trying to have a relationship, it creates this unrealistic expectation and these ideas of what we're supposed to be. But that's not natural. That's not normal. So I want something natural and I want something normal to just come and flow out. But how can we do that when we're on quarantine and on this lockdown? So I have to work on my texting game. And I'm not good at texting because I don't like texting. I forget to press send. Like I'll type out the message, I forget to push send, and it'll just sit there for hours or a day. And I'm like, why didn't she text me back? It was me who didn't text her back. But on the other hand, whenever I'm texting, cold. I'm so cold because I get to think about everything that I say before I say it. Oh my goodness. So that's one benefit of texting. But it's difficult to understand someone and really like with sarcasm or with jokes or like it's difficult to read and understand that when you don't know the person prior to texting them. That makes sense. So I'm going to work on my texting game. That's it. I also have really good bacon, so I'm excited about that. I didn't burn it. I'm not sure if I cooked it right though, but we'll see. Um, That's it for getting her to say I do. My journey of going through and finding a spouse. I'm still not saying the W word. If you have any questions, concerns, complaints, comments, um, like, subscribe, share, you send a message. Oh, her name is not Nafessa Williams. It's Nafisa Williams, and she is dope. Like, I looked at some of her stuff. Like, she has a page on here. She does like community stuff. She also has like higher education. She went for like criminal justice or something like that. Like, she's dope. Like, outside, she's a good actor, like really talented actor. But she's also like cold in real life too, which is crazy. That's like even more attractive. But at the same time, when you look at somebody, you meet them in their profession or what they're doing, you kind of stick them in that and not let them be who they normally are. So, still extremely attracted to her. She's amazing. If we meet, hoo-ha. If not, I'm okay with that also. But she's dope. And Black Lightning is dope. Like, I'm like halfway through the third season, and it's dope, son. And it's supposed to make a season 4. I think they're working on it now, maybe. I don't know, but that's pretty much it. We're still in quarantine, still in lockdown. So whenever we get out, I'm gonna have all the skills to pay the bills, to find her wherever she is. But also, I've gotten like super comfortable. Like, I just been chilling to where I'm not pressed. Like, I don't need to find her. I don't need to be in a relationship. Like, I'm low key just chilling, like working on me, figuring some stuff out, getting where I need to be to where I'm set. So whenever we do meet, it can happen. I won't still be trying to make stuff happen on my own. If that makes sense, I'll be stable and secure. So that's the dopest part about all of this, is I'm getting comfortable with myself, and going through this. But yeah, I love you guys. Be blessed, stay safe, and don't be close to anybody that you don't know.